talking to right now. You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger. I am the danger.
Put in work with my bare hands, but the Roscoe's loaded. Yeah. And I got it for cheap, man. The hood Costco's open. No coupons accepted, just the loot and the breadsticks. Move the wet in your section, boy, from Tucson to Texas. Take a sip of this oil and watch it simmer and boil. Decompose you, send you to the devil, have them employ you. Recruit some soldiers, train them to be armed with a weapon. Conditioned to be calm and collected when it's time for Armageddon. My luggage rack bent like a crater. With what? Lizard skin with tons of greenbacks inside all of the alligator. If James Bond was me, he'd be way more G. Trading the Aston Martin for a chrome Bugatti. Go Mach 3, blasted tragedy, Gaddafi, Mati, Thug, Copperberg, flock these doves, huh? Natural born money getter, like one of the Gotti guys, conceited bastard.
All right, well, everyone, welcome to another edition of the Esober Elitists here. It's your boy Cortez, along with Sober himself, along with Mr. Hollywood Jim Flanagan. Boys, what are we talking about tonight?
Well,
yeah, where's the guitar? Where's the guitar intro, man? That's what I was wondering.
I'm in the middle of a scout game. I'm in the middle of a scout game, boys. I can't pull out the guitar. You wait to finish this game, and I'll get the guitar out.
But yeah, man.
Here, we'll revisit it in a few minutes, and I'll come back, and we'll pretend to reopen the show, and I'll come back. Right.
Hey, since you started the show and everything, that's great and dandy. How's your little scouting game going? Is it like a 12's lobby? Or
we won game one. Game one, 5-1. We're playing Marty McFly and his group, and we're in game two right now, and it's 2-1. The other team. I'm playing some defense, so apparently I'm lacking a little bit of something this game. I'd say it's going pretty good, pretty confident. First time touching NHL since this one's came out, so still getting a feel for it. Still haven't turned off the on-ice trainer yet.
Hey,
any big names in that party?
Just for the hell of it.
Oh, we just scored again. We just scored. We're just gonna send it.
God, I want you to fucking do that. You got that voice, man. It's like almost.
And just gonna send it.
What are you, silly bud?
Yeah. You guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Oh, and if anybody actually cares, the poker game's live. Go ahead and join whenever you want.
Poker game is live.
Yeah.
I used to have this downloaded, but I think I literally uninstalled it because I never touched it.
Oh, you silly motherfucker. And then
to be fair, never touched it until this league came around.
Me either. I actually started it just so I could fucking do this during the show. I guess kind of dumb, but
fair enough.
But I was gonna let everybody know. Sorry about the late starts. Fucking Twitch was being Twitch, and also it was the kind of a last-second rally of the troops type of show. He is at a wrestling event, getting jiggy with
what
Mick
the
Foley.
hell? What the hell?
He's getting memed by John Cena right now.
Hey, you know that's probably as close to the belt as he'll get. So I guess take his fast.
Oh, 239 disc right there, coming right at him.
I don't know. I feel naked without SO here tonight, man.
You feel naked? Is he always on your dick or what?
Yeah. Most of the time. But last week you almost weren't gonna make it. This week I'm feeling a bit under the weather. So you guys hear me breathing real heavy. That's the reason on that. I was bringing the fire last week, the electricity, all that. Not so much this. I'm just looking to get some energy, And
I lost the electricity in the word electricity from you. I'm not even gonna lie.
but the E, I think the E this week, a lot of emo going around, man. I mean, we had the past 24 hours here, a lot of shit going on, man. And just now, I think the website server just transferred over, which is great. If you go to the 239 website, that's been done. But so many things transpired. I mean, we had the captains announced, man. The fucking captain list announced. The awards on there. Freaking the All-Star game. The commentary. So a lot going on here. The last 24 hours, definitely.
Yeah, and shit. There's already been trades. Like, holy fuck. The captain's list was just announced last night. The draft order was just announced.
Come on, X-Daily on
trades.
the fucking draft. You knew that was happening, man.
True,
I mean, he does it every season. When was the season that he did not swap his pick? So he was one of the guys involved in there. I think Pale Poner, Magilla. So
Yeah,
he's
so
already.
on that trade, Daly traded his first overall pick that somehow he managed to get. I don't know how that happened.
Hashtag
he traded. Right. Lower the hat, pick up the hat. Oh, geez, what's that? Okay, well, now I'll shuffle. But, it was all good.
Oh, you got two
Daly's
picks there?
Yeah. What? Oh, how did that happen?
Daly
My
actually
name
had
wasn't involved.
six pieces of paper for every name, and then had one for him, so he would definitely get first.
In a Sharpie, so all he had to do was, lower the hat down. And he was like, oh, there's a really dark one. I can't pick that shit. But anyways, so he traded the first overall pick to Magilla, and basically, from the sounds of it, is Megs moves up from the 3 spot to the 1 spot. And then I think, who was it? Was it you, Cortez? That was telling me that Daly's going to be done picking in the 4th.
By 49th, yeah, I think it's the end of the 4th round. He gets the 48th pick. 48th pick is his final pick, from what I'm seeing here.
So it's kind of interesting thinking. I mean, Flanny, where do you think he's going with that? I mean, he probably ventures himself as the number 1 pick. So he moving down the 2 spots. I mean,
But listen, the whole logic on that, he does this every season. When he got picked as number 1, I knew he wasn't going to stay there long. I mean, it hasn't even been 24 hours since announced, and he's already moved. I mean, his whole thing, his whole concept, he feels he knows the pool a lot better, a lot more than some of these other captains, where he feels within the draft he could still put a great team together where he doesn't need that number 1 pick. He'd rather be finished, be done, have his 6 guys, be the first guy to do that. And, he did this with Joe time. Same exact thing. I mean, he traped fucking DJ. I'm sorry to say, but he traped DJ that draft the same way. And, I mean, you look at it here, he just went down 2 spots, and he's not even have to draft and have a pick in that 5th round. He's done in that 4th round. So that's pretty remarkable, man. Defending champ, to be able to do that. I mean, he's the champ for a reason. And this is one of them.
I still get the belt
Absolutely.
first. What? Man, I can't wait for that belt to get here. But
So,
yeah,
so what do you guys? I mean, so basically, Magilla went to get the number 1 pick. I mean, he's eyeing somebody that he definitely wants to get just to move up those 2 spots.
And I was gonna say, it must be someone. It must be someone very important if he doesn't feel he can get them at the number 3 pick.
I didn't see Jofus on the draft board. Did you? Sober?
No, I didn't see Joe on there yet. So I'm willing to bet it's got to be like a Luca or a Brick. With D-Mart not being on the board, Daly not being on the board, he's got to be going offense. As a D-man or a goalie, whatever position he plays, he probably wants to lock down that center spot. Would be my guess.
Yeah.
But hey,
I
he
mean,
could go
from
Marie
my-
Mike for fuck.
Yeah. But I mean, I drafted one time. I had the number 1 pick, man, and it's a lot of pressure, man. It's a lot of pressure going first because you can't fuck up, man. You can't screw it up, man. And I don't know. I mean, I daily saw D Mart's not on the draft pool. I think if D Mart was on the draft pool, no way he was swapping that number 1 pick. But he's not. He's a captain. And, I think he feels he knows a lot more guys in the league where he could still get somebody like Sea-Doo, somebody like Esoteric, probably at that number 3 pick. So.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Pale's saying somebody else has the 39th pick and it finishes it off. Oh, Pale said he actually finishes the draft first out of everyone with the 39th pick.
Yeah, did he trade
Yes.
his first round pick?
Yeah, so he got rid of his 10th overall pick to have 2 second rounds. Is this 2 third rounds? Is that what I see? 2 third rounds and 2 fourth rounds. Is that what? No. Or 1 4th round. I'm missing one here.
No,
One,
he does. You're right. You're right with the he got rid of his first round pick, so he has nothing in the first round. His first pick is like pick 15 or something in the second round, like a third or fourth pick in the second round. And he did that, and I see his logic on here. I mean, he's captain in this league before, and he's known to bring guys in the league as well. He's known to get a lot of guys under that radar on his team, and maybe the same thing this season. You know, he's feeling, you know, there might be some guys on there in that draft pool. A lot of guys might not know where he doesn't need that round 1 pick. He feels more confident, and it's a great strategy. I mean, same thing what Daly's doing, but Pale Poner got one up on him in finishing in the 39 pick.
God, we should almost do like a little quick fucking mock draft. Like just throw names out there. Just,
man.
throw them and see if they stick. You know, just wham.
I say
Sober
we need a
enough.
little, I think we need a little more time for see how NHL 18 starts panning out here. But I mean, if you guys want to give that a shot, then
Right.
by all means.
Plus, I know there's probably still a lot of guys that have not signed up. They're probably gonna do so within next week, because you know NHL is coming out. I mean, right now people are playing that Access if they have that, but when it actually comes out, and plus with the site server change now, you know, it's much easier to locate. I don't think some guys knew where the sign up sheet was, you know. And so great job with fucking Rock, man. I mean, he's done it. He's
Absolutely.
already made that change. You know, I love it. I mean, I love the new site, man. I'm gonna get a freaking promo video out there. I don't know, it might be as good as the Jimmy Jim Jim song, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good promo.
Jimmy
Jim
Jim.
You know.
I like the
God,
title
I wish-
Mr. Hollywood. That's what I like the
I
title.
wish we
Mr.
had the
Hollywood.
Twitch on with the include audio when we were in that party, man. It was great times, man. Great times.
It really was, man. Listen, regardless of how the whole team ended up and how the whole season ended, and regardless, I still had a great time.
Okay,
the old
so-
dad special will forever live on, whether through it's daily or not.
So here's just a random fucking question. I think I did this last time too. With the list of captains, you guys have obviously seen it. Where do you think? I mean, obviously everybody's gonna say Daly's gonna have a good season. You know, D-Mart's gonna have a good season. But I want to know, is DJ is making his comeback as a captain? Is he gonna have another Jaeger bomb season, or is he gonna be
Or Cyclones,
or better? Like,
You don't forget
So
the
when you say it
Cyclones,
like that-
man. The
I'm
Cyclones,
basically
man.
asking who do you think's gonna come out of
He's
the
gonna be like the
draft?
dark horse.
Yeah, where it's like this guy you would think probably wouldn't draft all that well. Maybe, you know, take people that he's used to playing with or something, and next thing you know, he's, you know, you don't know in the fucking semifinals.
I think, in my opinion, I honestly think you're going to see two great drafts out of both DJ and AJ. And I'm not saying that because they're both. Part of it is that they're my former teammates, but it's also because I know the struggle they went through this last season of how we played as a team. And it wasn't them personally. It was just like how our team played and how the whole chemistry was. And I think with them going into this draft, I think they're going to have it in their mindset from the beginning of how they want. Like, they're picturing their team right now. Obviously, when they got chosen as captains, they're sitting there saying, "This is what I want from a team." And they already have the draft board going. I would expect every other captain to be having going right now. But I think you're going to see two great teams come from them because it's not. They're both later in the draft. I think they're both they both follow each other at number 9 and 8. Unless they've traded so far, and I don't think they have. So I think you're going to see two little dark horse teams right there because they're both drafting for chemistry and the style of game they want over it being who's got the top talent, who's going to be putting the puck in the net, things like that.
Yeah. I mean, so far, it's a good thing that DJ hasn't swapped any of his picks, man. Because last time, oh my God, man. But hey, this is third time around for DJ. If he can't get it right now, he needs to hang it up, man. So a lot of pressure, I think, on him as captain, man. I mean, to be that bottom team season after season as captain, it sucks, man. Nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to be that team, you know.
Yeah, it's rough.
And
it's rough.
it all starts from the draft. It all starts from the freaking draft, and you know where, you know, I mean, the 2 seasons he captained, yeah, there was some questionable picks he did, and it didn't work out, man. It didn't work out. Hopefully, he learns from that and becomes a good captain. I mean, you can only progress, and hey, he's throwing his name in the captain's pool list. He got selected on there. I like where the spot he's in. And and him, it's great that a captain like that where he could play multiple positions. If he needs to play defense, he will. He needs to play in net, he will. So when it comes to the draft, let's say it's his fourth or fifth pick, and let's say a lot of the goalies are gone, so he has that option. Okay, I'll play net. I'll get a defenseman now. Where some of these other captains, let's say D Mart, he's not gonna play that. So he's got that advantage. I think in that aspect, I know when I went into the draft, me being goaltender, it does help. Ability, same thing. He's got the last picks in the draft on
ability,
there. But,
ability he wants to come out and play right wing. He wants to be a little dangle digger. He wants the right wing.
Okay. Well, he could do that. I mean, I like his spot. I mean, he's got the last pick, but he's also got the first pick in round number 2. So he's got
true.
2 back-to-back picks. I had the same thing. I had that's almost like having 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
And when I was able to get Chubbs and Oko's Renegade, boom, right off. That's half the team.
Yeah.
2 guys, that's 3 guys right there, and that's half the team. Plus, on top of that, what ability he has, he's got the first pick in that 6th round, which is that 7th man. And you look at this season, that 7th man for a lot of these teams, played a factor. Boys, pounders. Let's take him off the roster. Do they win the championship? You look at Hugh Laurie's team. You take a guy like Legion, Superstar. You take him off there. He had actually 8 guys, I think. But you take those guys, and do they make it to the finals? So he's got that advantage, I think, because I feel like that 7th man has become more used in this league, and that's what I got on that, man.
You do have to look at it too. I mean, this last season was the summer season. Last season on 17.
Yeah.
But to be honest,
Marine Mike playing like 50 games. Yeah.
that was the best summer season I think I've ever been a part of, because there was not an overabundance needed of waivers. I mean, you had one team that rescheduled like their whole fucking season. Cortez, all that. I go, yeah. But other than that, I mean, Mike played when he needed to. It went really smooth. And for the love of God, if I was ever a captain again, which might be next season, I would love to have the last pick.
No way.
I would love to have the last pick in the first round, just because it gives you those options. It's either you want to be really high, or my assumption would be you would want to be really low. So you'd either want like the top 2, maybe 3, or you want to be that last pick in the round. Give you that back-to-back option.
Yeah.
Former captain.
I actually like
Former
the concept.
captain.
I like the concept of having the last pick, because my thing is that I really think those top 5 guys in the draft, they're going to have their little odd times there of who they're going to want to pick up. But you got ability. He's going to have the 12th pick. First round, 12th pick, last pick there. He doesn't have a lot of pressure on him. Like, he only has the pressure of not trying to have the worst team now that he has the last pick. That he's kind of resulted in not getting the best of the bunch. But the cool thing is that he does have that first pick in the 2nd round right there. So whenever he sees the whole draft list of people that are still available when it gets to him. And he gets to say, all right, there are 2 great people here, and he doesn't get that problem that everyone else has of, well, I need to pick one and hope the other stays available to my next pick. He gets that whole bang, bang, I get both of them, and this is what starts setting his team, because in that moment, he'll determine whether he's going to be a forward or whether he's going to be a goalie or whether he's playing another position. So I think that it is pretty cool for Ability himself to be able to have that choice with that last pick in the 1st round.
This is true. No, this is true. I mean, didn't Pale Poner win a season as like the last pick in the draft? Yambag usually was stuck with like the last pick, and he's had playoff teams. He put together. But yeah, it does take a lot of pressure off, man. Because when you're at that spot, you're not thinking, like, oh, I should have got this guy. No, it narrows your list down. Okay, these are the guys available, and now I could really work the team. I have 3 guys right off the start, myself and 2 other guys. After the team's done, as opposed to, let's say you're the first pick, second pick, you're like, oh, should I take King Rome? Should I take Stratios? And then you take this guy, you're like, damn, fuck, I should have took that guy. You know what I mean? Now you're waiting next 12, another 12, coming back to you. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of pressure. I mean, McGilla has been a veteran captain here, and he feels there's some guy on that pool he really wants, man, and he's gonna get him. He could get anybody he wants, unless he's using that as bait to try to trade with somebody. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we're done seeing trades yet. I
Right.
really
I mean,
don't.
this it's just the first night after the captain's been announced.
Yeah, plenty
we got
of
a long
time,
ways
plenty
to
of
go.
time. Yeah. So let me ask you guys this question: who do you think is going to have, if there's no more trades that happen right now, if we had just the draft list we have now, who do you think has the hardest time drafting a team from the start? Whether it's based on just from your assumption on what style of team they're going to get or what pick they have in the draft. Like who do you guys think is going to have the hardest draft?
Go ahead,
I'll
Ollie.
let Sober take this one first. You go. No, you go, man. Ladies first.
Oh, fuck you.
Put you on the spot.
Hell yeah, that's what we do on here, man. I like to see him shiver, man.
Shiver.
This is the Esober Elitists, man.
All right. Well, I personally, I would have to lean towards one of the newer captains, just because they might get an idea stuck in their head. And what tends to happen with newer captains is they want to draft their buddies. They want to draft friends of friends. They want to draft the talk. They don't necessarily look at who's going to help them better. So, ability, he's played with a bunch of people, so I think he's going to be fine. I just think the newer captains are going to have that hard time where it's going to be like, okay, do I take this guy? He's my friend. He plays this position. Yeah, I need it, but there's this other person that he's never played with, but is a better player.
So you're basically saying experience is going to come to play in this draft, like absolutely, obviously.
Yeah,
yeah. But like basically, the
there's-
experience is what's going to overcome this draft.
Yeah, there's a lot of very, very experienced captains in here, or in the draft list. The Martys, the D-Marts, the Mags, the Dailies, you go down the list, and there's so many of them that have been around for a long time.
Absolutely.
Done well.
Even a guy like Dominator Silva hasn't captained, but he's been around, and
Oh, that's
he
gonna
did
be
a
a
lot
fail.
of stuff for a Church of Yam.
That's gonna be a fail.
You think another Church of Yam gonna be set there or what?
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
Could you picture Dom? Okay, so Yam takes Dom to play right wing, and Yam plays D, and obviously stuff didn't work out right, and Dom wanted people, Yam tried to get people, whatever, for that hashtag him. But I think it would be freaking hilarious, since Dom ragged on Yam for so long about the way he played D, would be for Dom to actually draft Yam to play forward. Dom
It
plays
would be a
D.
pretty funny circumstance there.
Yeah, Dom plays D, moves Yam up to right wing. That'd be hilarious.
Well, you don't think Dominator had enough of Yam season after season? He's on his team. Whether he got traded to his team, he got picked. There he is. You know what I mean? You don't think he wants to try something new? Hey, it's not working. We haven't won the fucking cup. The Yam bag. Let's go a different route.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Or they
Dom's
glued like
not
stuck
gonna-
to each other where Yam is and there is fucking Dominator Silva. I mean.
Pretty sure there's probably a 0.00000001% chance that Dom would draft. Yeah, but I think it'd be fucking hilarious. And then if Yam came out right after the draft, said fucking trade me, I think that would be. That would make fucking good shit, good times.
Leave him
Listen,
leave him
I've
as, like, the
seen
seventh guy.
odds. I've seen odds before get beaten. Like the Patriots making that comeback, 99.6% chance of losing. and made that comeback. So hey, listen, yeah, he could be picked up. He could be drafted.
That's true. That is very true. I mean, just like the Patriots.
Sorry to cut you off,
torched
Jimmy.
last
Go ahead.
night. Motherfucker.
Yeah. My Patriots, man, they're letting me down. They're letting me down already. Anyway, go ahead, Jimmy. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead, pal.
No, that's all right. It's all right. I mean, me looking at the list here, I kind of agree with a lot of what Sober said. A lot of these newer guys, newer captains, either gonna fail or gonna fucking have a phenomenal season. You know, they're either gonna be the agent and pale punter of season number 3, or they're gonna be like, you know, freaking DJ. I'm not your dad. Whatever, you know, not working out. You know, I'm really looking to Desired Customs. You know, I want to see how well this guy picks. I mean, he's pretty low down there. He's the number 11th pick, first time captain. You know, so I'm definitely looking to, like, you know, who he drafts on there. He hasn't had a great season so far here in 239. I like him stepping up as captain. And, you know, I feel, you know, he's motivated in doing this. I've heard he's done captaincy in other leagues, so he's not new to it. And he's been in the league now for a couple seasons. So I like that he's stepping up in there, you know, with that. I mean, since we're talking about captaincy on here.
Real quickly, I got to correct you. Real quickly, I got to correct you. DC, or Desired, actually moved up to the 6th pick. And D-Mart moved down to the 11th in that first round because they made some trades.
Okay.
So D-Mart got the 11th, the 14th, and the 35th pick. And Desired got the 6th, the 19th, and the 43rd. So it was a 3-way trade.
Fuck.
Okay.
At least I believe it was a 3-way trade between
I was
all
going
of
to
them,
give a shout out to who I think out of the rookie captains would probably have the best draft because he could play anywhere. He could play forward, he could play D, and he could play goalie. And that would be the foot fetish guy himself, Jew. I think out of the group,
Listen,
he is the best.
By the
chance.
questions he put in his scout report, by the questions he put in his scout report, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it whatsoever. This man asked me if I was willing to send foot pics, and I was absolutely willing to.
How many toes do you got? I mean, I heard Mike only has 7, so do you have more than 7? Because that might give you the nod.
I have as many as you need. Let's just say that. All right.
Oh, that could get kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it's supposed to be taken.
I'm surprised D Mart's moving. He's usually a quiet guy. Come to draft, he stays where he's at. But you know, hey, if D Mart's moving, there's 12 captains on there, so you know, it's gonna happen. But since we're on the topic of captaincy on here, I have a question for you guys. You know, since we're discussing the topic here, what do you guys think makes a good captain in this league?
I'll let you start it out, Sober.
Fuck
Yeah, so
me.
we're
why do I gotta start
captain.
everything?
You won the
God damn it.
championship, man. Like,
To be honest, what makes it for me is a captain that is fucking lighthearted, doesn't take anything fucking way overblown. I mean, this is again just a game. There's no sense fucking getting. I mean, once again, bring it up. Sorry, but I have to experience the dank experience, right?
that's not like a Marine sergeant type of?
Yeah.
Drill
I just
sergeant?
realized all three of us were on the ODS.
Yeah. That's the kind of why.
Who wasn't on ODS?
You don't. you know. So when I was a captain, I was you know, didn't really give a shit. I mean, I did, but I liked being able to say, hey, you know, you guys want to play, you know, and on top of that, being a captain, you got to communicate. You got to talk to your people. You can't just talk to 1 or 2 people and expect the whole team to adjust to it. It has to be a team thing. So the open-end communication, and then, goddamn it, just do your stats, do write-ups. I mean, fuck, take the 10 minutes, do the shit, get it done. Yeah, I guess that'd be my biggest thing. You know,
So you say
personality.
communication, a big part.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
I mean, I agree. Oh man, I wish we had that communication with the Hollywood Blondes. You know, we were a quiet fucking dude, but we had the talent to fucking beat a lot of these guys. But yeah, I agree. I mean, it's awkward in a sense. I mean, if the captain's not there, or you know, you're not getting a couple practices in here and there, or communicating what's going on, and what about? I know Cortez, you only you only played that one season. The only captain you've seen so far was Dank Love. You know, I don't. What's with the gamer tag change, man? What the hell is it now, man?
Santeria?
I think Dank just wanted a fresh new start. I think some people saw kind of what got to him this season, and I think he kind of came forward and said sorry for the emo this season. And I think he's trying to kind of get like a fresh new slate and have everyone kind of. He realized he's wrong, and he wants to start fresh and start new, and he wants everyone to kind of accept that. So he wanted to make a new gamer tag and just go by something completely new. At least from what I've kind of picked up on it. But I could be wrong. It could just be everyone knows Dank's a douche sometimes, so I'm going to change my name and maybe people won't know who I am. Could be that.
Sober, you got to change your name, man.
You know, I tried. I put X's in it, goddammit. I changed it.
You did. Okay.
But I would like to answer that one question though. What I think makes a good captain, whether it's for 239 or whether it's for like anything in general. I think a good captain is someone that's willing to kind of recognize they're wrong in the situation and also kind of recognize the right they made. I think the reason I really like to bring up Daly. It's because I've gotten to know him really well this season. I kind of talked to him more in the last half of the season, and you can tell as a captain he will recognize when he does something wrong. He even said when he played us in the playoff series there that he admitted that he shouldn't have played forward. He kind of messed up. He got a little selfish with it, and then as soon as he went back to his D, their team took it. You know, and he realized his wrong there. He realized that it's something on him, and he was willing to accept it. But he also realizes that he is a very good player within this league, and he knows and he uses his mental mind as a captain, as a leader, and communicates with his team. Make sure his team's all on the same page. Make sure they're all happy. Like Sober said, communication is absolutely huge. If you can't communicate with your team and your team's not happy with you, then you're not going to go anywhere with it. So I think communication and being able to lead by example is huge.
Good points, man. Good points. I mean, I agree with a lot of that. I mean, listen, if a team is not doing so well, majority of that reason is the captain. You know, the blame on there does fall. You know, you drafted the team, you're making the changes, you're putting the position where each guy is playing, and you know, if a captain on there, you know, starts blaming, pointing fingers at his guys, it's not a good sign. You know what I mean? And you know, so that definitely, I mean, that separates a good captain from a bad captain, you know, because you get a captain like, oh, fuck this, man, starts trading all his whole guys, you know, his whole team, like, fuck this shit, you know, so that, you know, or a guy that doesn't put his stats and stuff. So, yeah, I mean, there's been some good, there's been some bad out there, and, but I really like the list I'm seeing on here, a lot of veterans on there, a couple new captains, but not new guys in the league, guys that have at least played, like, 2 seasons in the league, so... I think it's gonna be a good season.
You know, here's a question. Well, not really a question. This is more or less a statement. Me being a former captain, what I look for in a team, and this goes a long way to make your being a captain a lot easier, is if somehow you get together and you play like one night a week, that's not league. You play like 2, 3, 4 games.
Just for the shits and gigs.
Just for the shits and giggles, fucking, where there's no pressure, you're just fucking around. It gets you accustomed to certain shit that people do. You know, I don't care, you know, you get the dailies or whoever that say you don't need to practice, you don't need whatever. But if you're, especially with an air captain, if you draft people you never play with, and say you're a center and you're playing with 2 new wings, and you have no idea how the hell they play, but you took them because of name value or whatever, you need to play more than just league. You can't just flip that switch and be fucking God's gift. That was the thing about the Thundercats. I know everybody gets bringing up. The only thing I'm going to say about it is we played.
7 days a week.
Yeah, we
I think you guys played more practice games than actual season games.
Yeah, we played. We enjoyed playing together. we figured out we found out Yada's strengths, how he likes to play. We found out how to rotate somebody in for Lamp being suspended and all that shit. So no matter what the lineup was, we always had a constant feel of what was going on. And then even my team in season 3, we played maybe a night a week. We just got on, even if it was like 4 or 5 of us, we'd still get on and just fuck around, just to get that feeling. So for
I will say,
any players.
Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry, I'm kind of rambling, but any players.
No, you're right.
Try
good.
that.
You're good.
Like try that. Like just be willing to come on for that night. Like say if the captain says, "Hey, you guys want to get on Thursday night? We don't play. Let's just run a couple club games. Do it. It's gonna help eventually." It might be the first night where all of a sudden something clicks. You see something that happens. Something.
I agree, man. I'm
done with it.
Look. Chemistry has a big part. I mean, Dominator Silva preaches chemistry every day.
Yeah, that
24/7, man. He's out there. But it is a big part, and I think that was one of the reasons that hurt a guy like Dank this season, where he had a lot of talent out there, but you're swapping positions, you're switching a lot of guys, you're making a lot of trades, a lot of moves, and you're losing a lot of that chemistry. Because each week it's a different team out there on the ice, so it's like, oh shit. And if like you mentioned, if there's no practices really going on, how good is that? I mean, you might have the best player there, but chemistry's not there. I mean, look at a guy like Shock. Shock drafted his team. They had great chemistry, man. Great chemistry on that team, and they got to where they were because of it. And and I think that kind of hurt the old ad specials. I think they had a lot of good talent, but you got guys playing not their normal position, or guys playing with a different winger next week, and then it changes the flow.
I will give Dank credit where it's due. He did message a lot in the G chats asking, "Hey guys, when can we practice? If we can't practice at some random days, how about we try to get on an hour early before league and just get a few games in," stuff like that. And he did it quite often. I will give him credit absolutely where that's due. And I know a lot of people on our team, because we did have a lot of people on our team.
Yeah.
Like we obviously, like you brought up, like a lot of trades happened. A lot of people had an excuse. Well, and I'm not saying that in a bad way as had an excuse. I'm just saying had a reason to not be on like an hour before game, and all of us kind of had different schedules and everything that made it so we couldn't be on random nights. So I do know that practice would have probably absolutely helped our team. I think it also would have prevented a lot of trades because we all could have gotten to know each other a little bit better. But I do want to give Dank some credit there because I know deep down he has the spot, like thinking just like fuck.
Yeah, I only heard you
all he ever
shove
does
it
talk shit on me.
once, and I was fucking traded.
What a cocksucker. Yeah.
All right, you know what,
No.
dude? I'm playing goalie right now, and fucking, I'm just gonna do it for a second. I'm gonna drop the guitar out of nowhere, and just fucking.
But
Yeah. Only on the Esober show will you hear a fucking strum guitar.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's about to be a shot against me, and I'm just gonna drop this thing. Like I'm not even gonna care. So, how about somebody just keeps talking? I'll just keep strumming until I have to drop it.
so yeah, with the Dank situation, yeah, but it was the
Breakaway.
summer season too. But it was.
Oh fuck.
But yeah, with freaking Dank, yeah, it was the summer season too. I know a lot of teams did not practice as much as I think they would have, in doing so. So yeah, so that, but he did message a lot of guys. I mean, he was on there on GChat every day, day in, day out, and but it is what it is, man. It is. What else we got on the agenda?
On the agenda.
If we don't have anything, I have a topic we can talk about.
All right.
Well, we had. Did we touch the? We're gonna touch the awards or the All-Star series?
Oh Jesus! I don't want to get into that because there's only
the popularity
I want to
contest.
fact check
yeah,
it. I want to fact check everything.
So all
Stat
right.
check everything.
All right, hold on.
I want that to be the
I'm
most proof possible.
All right,
surprised.
hold on a second.
Sober, I'm
All right.
surprised you don't want to get into.
So there was no From what I could tell, there was no fucking emo. Finally, about one goddamn award contest shit. I mean, every league that I've been in, as soon as the fucking award thing happens, there's massive fucking just spewing fucking bloody tampons everywhere. Just everywhere. You can't walk. There's so many goddamn tampons on the goddamn ground.
I think this year it was, well, this was only my first season. It was very recognizable who deserved what award, and I don't think there was really any argument.
It went really well until one particular player.
Griff.
Not naming names, but there was one person that had to come into the chat box and just start spewing fucking diarrhea, just shitting all over it. You know what? I don't care. I told him in the party. I was in the party with him during that show, and I told him, I go, dude, I took you as a number 2 for that award, just on the simple fact, and he looks at it more, just stats, just straight stats. He had the best save percentage. He had, all this shit. There's more to it than that. It's.
Oh, absolutely, 120%.
And
like
I said,
he brought up. Go ahead.
It was no slight against anybody on Dunn's team. The Valcors and the Rentons and the Lucas. There was no hard feelings there, but my biggest thing, and I told him straight out, it was the quality of shots that Crips faced compared to Drift, right? The quality. It wasn't the amount. It wasn't anything. It was just pure on quality. I mean, when you look at it, how many breakaways did Drift face the whole season? Just.
Can't stat check it. New website.
Yeah, right. I can't either. But to me, that makes the goalie that much better. Like they were close.
Well, let's say it this way.
I'm not saying
Let's say it
Drift's a
this way.
bad goalie either. Go ahead.
Well, let's say it this way for a minute. So I saw he said in the chat that he brought up about how his team won the championship and that he had a huge part in it, and there's no one putting that down away. There's no one saying that he didn't do a good enough job. Like you said, you voted for him, and I voted for him as well. Mm-hmm. Obviously, I'll tell you straightforward, I didn't vote for number 1, but I did vote for him. So my thing is, though, we'll use it in this perspective. In the NHL, when they vote for the actual Vezina, do you ever see the goalie who normally wins the Stanley Cup get the Vezina? Like Bobrovsky, his team didn't even. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did they qualify? Did they make it to the playoffs? The first round, or did they not even make it this year?
Don't quote me, but I think it was first.
But either way, but they didn't win. That's the whole point. They didn't win.
Right.
And you had a goalie that won it, and it's because, like you said, it's the shot quality that they face. Bobrovsky was a humongous reason that team had any relevancy this season. Like, they have some decent players, and we won't ever take that away from that. But he is a high-quality goaltender that carried their team to success. Like, they had that, 16-game win streak? Something like that this season, and he was a huge part of that. Without him, they probably wouldn't have even won maybe 10 of those games total, let alone it be a win streak. So I think that's something he has to review before he goes into it. And something part 2 of I want to say with it is, if someone's talking trash all the time about how good they are, do you think anybody's gonna? This is just for Drift to kind of review in his own sense. This isn't me talking shit to him. It's me saying, like, if you talk about how good you are all the time, people are probably gonna get tired about hearing it. And no one's gonna intentionally vote to give you something where you get to brag about it more if everyone's tired of it. That's just food for thought. Like, you can be a great goalie. I'm just saying that for thought. But if you guys agree or disagree, that's fine. That's just how I view that.
Good, Flanny.
Listen. There's always going to be controversy on awards. Any award, whether it's sports, movie awards, whatever. There's always going to be that guy. I'm like, damn, I should have won it. You know what I mean? And you look at his stats. Yes, stats reflect that he steal a lot of games for boys. You know what I mean? Was he a factor in a lot of these series? And the stats on there. If you just went based on stats. How boring is that, though? Just basing on stats. I mean, you got to factor in the other stuff on here. I mean, shit, I didn't win any award. Sober didn't win. You didn't win no Caldor award. I mean, there's only one award, for that spot. So, and it's a lot of great group of guys. Especially, I felt this season as a goalie, there were tons of good ones. I mean, Master Shotgun, name a few. You know what I mean? B Crips, you know, Drift King on there. All these guys, you know what I mean, that played this season did a phenomenal job. I thought between the posts, especially considering the game NHL 17. It was exciting to see. True Therapy, you know what I mean? So either one of those guys could have took it. Now, you know, I mean, Drift just got to realize, I mean, he's got the award that everybody wants, and that was the Season 4 championship, you know what I mean? That overtakes any freaking award out there, you know?
Absolutely.
Unless your name, you know, unless your name's Sea-Doo, you were either coming out with a trophy or nothing, you know what I mean? So
Well,
we, just as me, Sober, Cortez, we were all in the same boat as Drift King, you know, after that award show. So, yeah, I mean, he's gonna be pissed.
The other thing I want to say though is the reaction. So I I was in a party with him. And
Oh my God.
And we're listening to it, right? As soon as that award got announced, dead silence. Like must have muted Mike. Dead silence. Didn't come back for a while. When he came back on, I was giving him shit. I'm like, so why was this? Why? What happened? He's like, oh, I was breaking shit. but then when he comes into the freaking chat box today and does that,
Oh, God.
what he did in the chat box today, that is one reason why he wouldn't get it. I mean, for me, I would never reach out to somebody like that and say, hey man, good shit, way to be a cocksucker in the fucking whining fest in the chat box. You know, here you go, here's a trophy, way to be, you know. It's just not my style. And the shit that he said in the chat box, he's saying it's a popularity contest and shit. It's not. The whole community voted.
Yeah.
To just get on the nomination, it was admins and media. I mean,
Thing is, even if it is a popularity contest, whose fault is that? You know, like
Right.
even if it is, like I just said, like, and it sounds like I always put him down. That's not what I'm intending to do. So I feel bad, but I'm saying, like, if it's a popularity contest, like I said, I didn't give #1 vote regardless of what the stats would have been, because I don't want to hear someone who brags about they're good all the time have another reason just to add right on top of it, especially if everyone's annoyed at hearing it.
Oh, come on.
You know, so
Look
that's
at
on
this.
himself.
What? He has the fucking island. I mean, come on.
Welcome to the fucking island. I mean, then they fit on the same team.
True,
But
true.
Sober, even you, like, let's say, even like the awards that are based on stats, like that season that you had the fucking scoring title, you know, there was no doubt about it. I mean, you go on the site, you see he's got the most goals, period. But people were still questioning that, you know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, yeah, this so and so, you know what I mean? So, yeah, there's always going to be the doubters on there, regardless, whether it's a stat category award or award that was based on votes, like this was on here. And, you know, it is what it is, man. It is, you know, and he's got to build a bridge, man. Get over it. The season 4 champ, that's what really comes down to. Like, who's going to look like, you know, 3-4 seasons later? Are people really going to care? Like, who the hell won, you know, this award, that award? I mean, you know, yeah, some might, but
Everybody
comes down
already
to,
forgot
who
that
won
I
the
fucking
chip, you know what I mean?
scoring shit.
I know. Listen, Fallen Warrior was a scoring chip one of the seasons. Who knows that? You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah.
He's a phenomenal goalie. We'll leave it at that. Phenomenal goalie. Either way,
Yeah.
phenomenal fucking goalie. And just be happy he's even put up for consideration. That's what you got to look at it.
Yeah, I just hated the fact that he came in thinking that there's some vendetta against him, and
Oh, God.
we're all saying, you know, fucking piss on Drift. No, we all voted for you. That's all you got on the goddamn thing. Like, you know,
Listen, the amount of emo today on that chat box thing, holy shit, man. I mean, I haven't seen this much emo. I mean, even going back to like the Hollywood Blonde days or the Thundercats, you know what I mean? Tonight it was crazy. I mean, it was if The Rock is able to put on the site like a meter of emo on there, I mean, that shit would have been sky high today, man.
that'd be like a
That
emo
we got to do
ticker.
that.
An
We got to
emo
do
ticker.
that. Yes, and every time someone puts in like exclamation point emo, it
just
fills up
moves
the
up.
bar, that little bar,
Yep,
and it just right at the end, it has a big confetti, and it's like
You know-
whoever was the last person to have it set against.
Yeah,
And it just
it-
pops
it-
up their name
then
on the
once it-
screen.
It's like that big heart,
What's
you know,
what's-
that's just beating, and it has the and then when it finally blows up, somebody takes a arrow and shoots it through. I don't know what the fuck.
Once it reaches the amount that's at the shut, and the site just shuts down, man. Blank. It was boom.
Yeah,
That's
it
it,
just
you know?
blacks out.
Yeah, nobody gets to use 239 until the emo's all gone, boys. Get it fixed.
Just suck it up.
Oh,
Buttercup.
man. I mean,
I just want to let you guys know my first ever 239 hockey game as goalie. I won my team a game in overtime. All right,
nice,
so
nice.
I
Is
want
that one of the
Bethesda.
positions
I
you
love
have on the sign up sheet or no?
I don't know
Is
if I
it-
actually submitted saying I'm open to it. I just want to listen. I'm primarily a right winger, and Dan came to me. He's like, listen. He's like, I know you play defense in real life. He's like, and I know you don't. He's like, I know you like to play it in this game, and you're good at it. He's like, I want you to come join this league. So I did that, and I was like, I'd prefer to play winger. He goes, yeah, dude. He's like, don't worry, I'll try to draft around that. All of a sudden, I'm like, I get told,
Yeah.
lefty. I'm like,
first-
shit. I'm like,
first
lefty
statement-
out of all places.
The first statement he made to me is like, I got a buddy. He'll go way late and he'll play D. So that's our other D man. So let's work around that. he had
Well,
you
then I
pegged
got moved to
playing-
right D, and I was like, damn it, dude.
I give Tank credit on that, man. He did bring a great guy like Cortez into the league, man. So I give him that.
I love you.
You've been doing a phenomenal job. I mean, last night even with the whole commentary. I mean, you've been on some of the throwdown shows. Here you are on the Esober show, man.
Oh, snap.
And it's great. It's great
Man,
to
I'm
have
just
you.
the community media whore.
Snap.
Which is
So-
great,
so
dude.
We've had some
I fucking love it.
so like remember Viva planning? Yeah, he used to
Oh,
create
yeah.
like a song for the site. There you go, Cortez. You want to be fucking in the now?
Let's fill the swamp.
You better put down that fucking guitar before I trade you. Ah!
That was actually a threat for everyone watching. That was a threat at one point.
I had to
That's
do it.
not even a joke. That's not a joke either. If you think it is a joke, then you really don't know the old dad specials. That really was a serious conversation. That if I didn't put down the guitar, I would be traded to another team. And I actually said good luck trading me because I was too new. And he was like, "That's true too." And I went back to strumming.
That was great.
We'll definitely not
Oh, that
taking you
was-
off the show with the guitar. That's for sure, man. You get a guitar all, the whole
Do you ever,
broadcast.
I think you guys have noticed it by now. It's the same song every time. It's never different. Same song, same strum, same chords, everything, every time.
What? You're lying.
I need to bring back
What's
the Jim
different?
Flanagan song. It's never different. Same thing every time. Listen, Jimmy. We're gonna get in the studio. We're gonna record this song, and we're gonna become millionaires. And then we're gonna donate it to the 239 League, and we're just gonna go broke from there. That's what we're gonna do.
Hey man,
right
I got the podcast going, man. I'll get that up on that. You know, I got the different avenues on that. So yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely.
I'm always open.
Oh,
I'm always open.
Oh,
Listen,
hey, something
talk to my
else,
agent.
too. Our song that we have for our theme song now, the intro and the ending song. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking esoteric.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Am I missing
Google
something?
that shit. Yeah. You gotta listen to our show now. Listen to the.
I normally listen to the show every time.
We didn't have intro music before. Now we do. We're fucking cool.
Well, is this the intro song?
Could use it, man. We just edit it out,
I'm
man.
missing. I'm so missing something. I'm so missing something here.
God.
Like, are we talking about my guitar strummer? Are we
Fuck
talking about
balls.
SO actually having
No,
a song?
no. Stop talking about your guitar.
Listen, I'm gonna trade you to a different show if you bring it up again. All right.
Ah, fuck
That's
my
just how it's
life.
gonna go.
Is it gonna be like?
All right, I'll let you go. Go ahead, keep talking.
No. Fucking Flanny is stepping up, man. He's I think he likes us. Flanny.
I don't know, shit.
Like is an understatement, man. I'm like Dank Love out there.
Oh,
LOVE,
so
man.
you hate us?
He loves everyone so much that everyone's gonna be on the team. That's how it goes.
And now you're on the block. All right. Well, you know,
man.
fuck. Eso didn't make it back, so I'm thinking I want to go play some fucking 18. I want to do a little drunk fuck. Pixel still
Well,
looking for that sign, maybe.
yeah. Before we sign out, I just want to give shout outs, man. Yeah,
Oh, shit,
Pixel,
Joe
great
Stoll?
job with the fucking site.
Kicking-
Nah, I don't got one for Joe Stoll.
Oh, he kicked
He
me.
played in that All-Star game last night.
Oh, Jesus
You know,
Christ.
that was great. That was great to see last night. And what about Hanzo Roberto, the Insider, man? The fucking magazine thing. That's a great feature bringing into the league.
That looks
so,
pretty
That
cool.
guy,
Yeah, things-
we're giving that guy so much love, and it'd be nice to put a face.
What if he ends up being? What if he ends up being like a Jason Blaze or somebody? Like, what the fuck, you know?
like
You know?
old school Jason Blaze,
Nah.
like I want to play Naked Uno Jason Blaze,
Everybody.
or the fucking the
Well,
the pubes on the face beard thing that he had going on ran Jason Blaze.
well, I'll give him this, man. The guy's definitely got great graphic capabilities, man. I mean, he you know, he definitely does that. And you know, I'm not a big graphic guy myself, but he does a great job with that. I'm more into like the video, the editing, all that stuff. So I do communicate with the guy. I mean, I give him ideas and stuff. So and you know, he's done a great job, man. I don't know if he plays in the league, if he just does the stuff for the league, but it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff, and
So where is he from?
you know, I know a lot of guys enjoyed it. Indiana? I don't know.
What? Indiana?
Oh.
Fucking, who is
Notre Dame.
what?
Let me ask you a
Notre
question.
Dame accessibility? No,
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
If you're Hanzo Roberto and you're getting all this love, do you come forward with your identity or do you always keep it
Fuck
a
no.
secret?
Fuck
Just
no,
keep the
'cause
secret
as
love.
soon as, as soon as the identity comes out,
Yeah.
we'll be like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I'm not watching, you know? It's actually a good thing. It's a mystery, man, and it keeps people on toes and stuff. And then, like, it's the whole Hanzo Roberto thing, the whole insider thing. It's good how it is now. I think if he came out and then, or people found out, that's why I don't really look into it. I don't ask the guy, hey, you know, this, or ask him questions or that. I got respect to the guy. I mean, you know, he's doing it, you know, what he's doing, and I'm enjoying it. So, you know, I'm not gonna screw it up. I'm like, you know, so whoever he is, he's doing a great job, man.
All right,
It's
well,
not me. It's not me.
100%.
I'll tell you that.
Fucking shout out to fucking Hansel. Shout out to fucking Big
Rock
Joe.
for the website.
Man, the Rock. And,
Shout out to
shout
Sober.
out to,
Shout out to Mr. Hollywood.
shout out to SO. Fucking getting, you know, looks at normal.
Oh, God, don't give him a shout out.
Maybe he reached out and touched a diva's ass. I don't know what the fuck he likes doing out there. Like,
Man.
Shout out if he got to touch John Cena's ass. I'd be a lot happier with that one.
Oh man.
well, you
Listen,
know,
you take that
maybe
anywhere
the
you
Undertaker showed up and he had a slow ass walk down,
Yeah.
down the aisle, and he's like just fucking cupping that shit. Just
Actually, the lights went out, and when it popped up, it was actually Daly saying, "Welcome to the island."
as he's la, 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 la. Here's that fucking noise. It's been a while since that came on, but yeah. So let's wrap this shit up. Let's go play some fucking puck.
Yeah.
Something.
And great job with the guys
Who-
at
who closes
Thursday,
it out?
man. That
give it
awards
to
thing, that was a
Flame.
great feature, man. When they had the those guys come in on the acceptance of speech and all that, I thought that was great, man. That was a cool feature, man. So those guys
Oh yeah,
doing a
shout
great
out
job.
to Sidu. She's getting closer to coming on
Yeah.
a show, doing a little
man.
audio clip. She's getting close, getting fucking close.
How many awards did she have? Didn't she have 3 awards?
3?
Yeah, she had
Yeah.
3 awards.
Yeah.
3 awards.
At least 3, maybe 4. I don't know. It definitely was
It's
3.
It's so hard to give these people the rookie
But-
of the year when
but-
you play with them on different leagues or you play with them like in club and shit. But still, they're a rookie to the fucking 239.
Yeah,
Phil
see,
Just-
I listen. I even voted for her over myself in Rookie of the Year. That's how good she is. Like I
can't vote
literally
for
picked
yourself.
her as number 1. Oh, listen,
that-
you
that-
spare me that shit. I absolutely could have voted for myself. Went and started a whole new fucking account and everything. I've been like, vote for myself again, vote for myself, and just keep going till I got it. But no,
Hey.
she clearly was the best option. No
Hey,
matter
Drift,
no
Drift,
matter what was
Drift.
said.
Shout out to Drift right now. If you
Don't
want to
don't give Drift
No,
ideas.
no.
here now,
Listen,
man.
yeah. If you want to win the Vezda, here's a way you can get around it. Just start a new account. Reaching out to people.
Listen, if you want
obviously
help,
didn't
I'll
work.
help you out. Drift, regardless,
Alright.
you're a good goalie. And it's that simple. There you go.
It's all in good fun. All in good fun. They're just gonna hate me for a month, but
You already hate me anyway, so I'm not too worried.
whatever. Flanny, you want to sign us out, bud?
Yeah, man. On behalf of Mr. Cortez, Sober Enough, Mr. Hollywood here for the Esober Elitists show. Signing out, fellas. We'll see you guys next week.
Later, fellas.
Man, I bet he fold. You can find me where the deadliest the weapon sold. AOTP to the death, every sentence gold. Call the bomb squad, lethal when the pen explode.
Bars are fatal, I bash your skull in the Play-Doh. I'm authentic like a Mako, you faker than Sharknado. Ian Ziering, MCs interfering when I slaughter verses. Get jelly like Bobby Bottle service, Harlem off and hearses. The flow is gruesome and deadly, I'd rather choose epilepsy than check for a track of yours. Cause that shit is trash, of course. You're so bad, yeah, rather someone gag me with a shake weight than date rape me. For people too late lately, I don't care what you say is crazy. That could be lamer than Wayne Brady. I'm a saint like Mass Katie, smack your baby, fuck you, pay me. Give me the loot, but you ain't got the dough, you always float. You like my son's Legos, you were always broke, y'all a joke. Honestly, I'd rather jam out to some Hollow Notes or the last shit Madonna wrote.